Hello, welcome to Abound in Grace with your host, GrayLart. Before we dive in, I want to start with a quick personal note. Not long ago, I found myself in a season where nothing seemed to make sense anymore. The certainty I used to have felt like it was slipping away. I questioned my choices and felt lost, even though deep down I sensed there had to be a bigger purpose. If you've ever been there too, I want you to know you're not alone. Stay with me while we explore today's episode titled, You're Not Confused, You're Being Realigned. Have you ever felt unsure about your direction? Like you were once confident, you had clarity, you knew what you were doing, but now things feel unclear. You're questioning decisions. You're second-guessing yourself. You're wondering if you missed something. And the thought keeps coming back, why do I feel so confused? But what if that feeling isn't confusion? What if you're being realigned? Let's be honest, we dislike uncertainty. We want clarity. We want direction. We want things to make sense. But God doesn't always work through clarity. Sometimes He works through disruption. Proverbs 3:5-6 says, Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways yield to Him, and He will make your paths straight. Observe this. It doesn't say understand first and then trust. It says, trust even when you don't understand. So when your plans stop making sense, when your path feels vague, that doesn't automatically mean you're lost. It may mean God is shifting your direction. Realignment regularly feels like an interruption. You had a plan. You had expectations. You thought things would go one way, but suddenly things slow down. Doors close, opportunities change, and it feels frustrating. But here's the truth. God will disrupt what isn't aligned with your purpose. Isaiah 55:8-9 says, For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. What feels like confusion, it is often correct. Not punishment, not failure. Redirection. Because God sees what you don't. He knows what's ahead. And sometimes He has to interrupt your plan to protect your future. Realignment isn't just about direction. It's about identity. Because before God changes what you do, He refines who you are. In this season, you may notice, for example, there was a time when I felt this shift deeply in my own life. After years of finding joy and comfort in a certain group of friends and a busy routine, I suddenly started noticing that things just didn't feel the same. Activities I used to be excited about seemed less fulfilling, and connections with people who used to feel close began to feel strained or distant. I remember questioning myself, thinking, why don't I fit here anymore? Did I change, or did everything else? What I didn't realize at the time was that God was gently nudging me into a new chapter, drawing my attention to new relationships and fresh passions that aligned more with the direction He had for me. During that season, one thing that really helped me was taking a few quiet moments each day to journal or simply pray about what I was feeling and noticing. Writing down my thoughts gave me space to process what was changing in my heart, and bringing it to God in prayer opened me up to His guidance. If you are in a similar place, consider setting aside a few minutes this week to reflect or pray about what is shifting in your life. It may not bring instant clarity, but it is a practical step that invites God to speak into your realignment. Things you used to enjoy no longer feel the same. Places you used to fit no longer feel right. People you used to connect with feel distant. That's not confusion, that's growth. 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 17 says, "If anyone is in Christ, the new creation has come. The old has gone, the new is here." Realignment means you're no longer who you used to be, but you're not fully who you're becoming yet. That space in between, that's where it feels uncomfortable, but it's also where transformation happens. So let's settle this. You're not losing direction. You're gaining alignment. You're not falling apart. You're being repositioned. What feels similar to confusion is God clearing out what no longer fits your calling. Every closed door, every uncomfortable shift, every uncertain step, it's guiding you closer to where you're supposed to be. And one day, everything which seemed unclear, it will finally make sense. If you've been feeling confused lately, take a moment and shift your perspective. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" start asking, "What is God aligning in me?" Because clarity will come, direction will come. But for now, trust the process. Stay patient, stay open. Because God is not leading you into confusion, He's leading you toward purpose. If this message blessed you, please subscribe and share it with someone who needs to hear it today. I would also love to hear your story. What season are you navigating, or how has realignment shown up in your life? Feel free to leave a comment, share your questions, or share your own experiences. Together, we can encourage and support each other on this journey. And remember, grace is still guiding you, even though the path feels obscure. If you're looking for more encouragement, stay tuned for our next episode where we'll talk about obedience and discipline. There's always more hope and grace ahead.